What's up, y'all? Scarberry here with day 17 of my playthrough of King's Quest VI. This is also day 71 of my 100 Days of Gaming for Extra Life. Links down below if you're interested in donating. So I basically played through this entire game for my stream last night. Link is down below to my Twitch channel if you'd like to check that out. But I basically played the whole game so that I could get all the cutscenes that I missed and so I could complete the hard ending. So what I'm going to show you first are the cutscenes that we missed on the initial playthrough, and then I'll continue with just the footage from my stream so that you can see the hard ending. So here are the cutscenes. You go in here. This is the one thing I missed. This guy.
Good day again. How may I help you?
The one guy I missed on day 1.
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
Yes.
Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander shows the man his insignia ring and formally introduces himself.
I'm sorry to insist, but my name is Alexander of Daventry, and...
I appreciate the offer of the ring, Alexander, but I'm afraid I'm already spoken. Daventry? Where have I heard of Daventry? Flying flit mice. You must be Prince Alexander.
Yep.
Cosima told me about you when she arrived home. How came you here?
Why, by a ship, now wrecked upon the sand. But you know Cosima? She truly spoke of me?
Yes, I saw her briefly when she first returned home. She mentioned a prince to me, the Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm afraid that was before she was told about her parents' deaths. You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen thought they'd never see her again. It is said they died of heartbreak. I'm afraid she's blamed herself.
What a terrible homecoming. If we had only known.
Terrible indeed, poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days. The streets are silent.
Where is she now?
The princess is sequestered in mourning. It's a rather dated tradition, and not required, but the Wazir says she insisted out of respect.
I see. You've yet to say who you are, and how you know the princess.
I? Oh, pardon me. My name is Charlo. I am clown to the royal court, and had been since the marriage of Cosima's parents, King Calipham and Queen Alaria. Oh, those were the happy days. The pair of them were so full of joy and life, so in love. And Cosima's birth. It would be hard to explain how long they had waited, how they had hoped for a child. I mean, she was such a charming little thing, smart as a whip, kind and sweet. Oh, she means everything to this kingdom, Alexander, and to me. I'm so terribly worried about her.
About her grief over her parents, you mean?
Well, the truth is, I do not trust the Wazir or his plans for Cosima. I'm still living at the Castle of the Crown as court clown, his clown. But it is more to keep my ear to the ground than out of loyalty. I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days. If only I could find Sing Sing, Cosima's pet nightingale. I might be able to send the princess a message. As it is, I must wait for the end of her seclusion. Now I'm afraid I must hurry back to the castle. I'll try to return to the bookshop again later.
Thank you for speaking with me, Jallo. I hope we meet again soon.
See, and now he's my buddy, and now he'll help me instead of calling for the guards right at the last minute when everything is set to go. Okay. Hey, it's Jallo.
Jallo, how fare you? And what news have you from the castle?
Prince Alex, how I fare is close to boiling. Have you seen the wedding proclamations around the village? I've heard rumors of the wedding, of course, but I didn't want to believe it, and I never thought it would be so soon.
Cosima. Married. Oh, it is an unpleasant thing to swallow, friend. If only I knew Cosima wished it. Tell me about the Wazir, Jalo.
The Wazir? Now there's a dangerous subject. His name is Abdul al-Hazred. He came to the kingdom 15 years ago. The king was fascinated by his knowledge and his fine-sounding ideas. It didn't take long for al-Hazred to convince the king to trust him with the minor problems of daily government. You see, Caliphim had a wife and a new daughter he wanted to spend time with. Al-Hazred became Wazir.
And now?
Well, he's had his eye on Cosima ever since she was a young girl. And she is the only thing between him and the throne.
Do you think he means to harm her?
Oh, I honestly don't know. I think he'd rather keep her as wife. But whatever his plans for the princess, he will use her to his best advantage. That's his way.
Perhaps he has charmed her. Perhaps she cares for him now.
The Wazir is capable of anything. And Cosima must be vulnerable and lonely right now. Still, she has always instinctively distrusted him. Cosima has a good head on her shoulders. I'd be surprised if she's truly fallen for his words of love. I must return to the castle, Prince Alex, and you to your wanderings. May we both fare well.
So Al-Hazred is evil and a pedophile, so we need to stop him. But I don't think so?
There's no reason to use that there.
What? Thank you.
Alexander holds out his insignia ring to the Nightingale, hoping she perhaps is the Nightingale that Jalo spoke of, and that she might be able to take the ring to Cosima. The ring is the one thing he has that might alert Cosima to his presence on the Isles. The Nightingale swoops down and grabs the ring. She flies off towards the castle, perhaps to Cosima.
Sing Sing, what have you got in your mouth, my pretty? A gold ring? Sing Sing, where did you get this? Realm of Daventry. But this is Alexander's ring. Oh, my soul, he must be here. Sing Sing, I wish you could tell me what you've seen. Is he really here then, on this very island? Oh, if only I could leave this castle as easily as you. Take this ribbon, Sing Sing. If you know where he is, return it to him. Please be careful, Alexander. It is so dangerous, and yet I could not wish you away.
Alright, that went a lot better for me than the last
The
time I
little
played through
bird
this.
makes a delivery.
You're gonna send them all the cutscenes. I wonder why.
It's a red velvet hair ribbon. Could it be? Could it possibly belong to Cosima herself?
Or am I merely wishing it were so? Oh.
Okay. Well, we have the love poems. Am I supposed to send those yet?
Alexander holds out the love poem, hoping that the bird will deliver it to the same place she took the ring, in the chance that the receiver might truly be Cosima. The Nightingale swoops down, grabs the love poem, and takes it towards the castle.
Sing Sing, my sweet, you bring another present. Let me see. It is a poem, Sing Sing.
What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight, I cannot live without the sight of
That's
you.
so dark, but that's hysterical.
Oh, Alexander. I was hoping he'd return to you. Take this to him while he waits. Hurry, my fleet one.
Fleet one. Yeah, I think I just my blind playthrough and mucked it up so bad I didn't get to see any of these cutscenes. Also, maybe we're giving the bird so much credit that I'd be able to
The
pick
little
a
bird
rainbow
makes
towards
a delivery.
corpse. Because, you know, sliding off a bloated finger would be kind of difficult.
It's a note.
Dearest Alexander, I cannot believe you are here, my friend. Please, please be careful. Abdul isn't about to let anyone interfere with his plans. Watch out for Abdul's genie, Alexander, and do not do anything rash. I am not without resources, and I will prevail if I can only find some small means of defense. Do nothing to try to get to me. You must not be endangered again for my sake. Greatly in your family's debt, Cosima.
Alexander's hand trembles as he reads the note. For the first time in his long search, he has heard her voice again, if only in writing. No words of love, only friendly concern. Friend. Is the maiden merely shy, or does she regard him only as a brother?
Okay, now that we have those out of the way, here's the rest of the footage so that you can see the most difficult ending in this game. Okay, let's give the rose.
There's no reason to use that there.
Come on.
There's no reason.
Thank you.
Alexander holds out the rose, hoping that the bird will deliver it to Cosima.
And I think there might be a cutscene.
The nightingale
Not sure,
takes the
though.
rose and heads for the castle once more.
Yes!
A white rose. How beautiful. It must be from Alexander. How I wish that I could see him with my own eyes, but Abdul will never allow it. He only risks capture by sending me these things, dear to my heart though they are. Fly elsewhere, my pretty friend. Do not endanger Prince Alexander again by taking tokens from his hand. Forgive me, Alexander, and forget me. I cannot return your love, for fear that I shall never leave this castle again.
Man.
Alexander waits in vain for Cosima's nightingale to return, but the bird does not. Could there be something wrong? Or does Cosima simply not welcome his attentions further?
Oh, poor boy. Okay. So we're gonna we're gonna save again on the hard ending. Replace. And then we're finally gonna go down this way. Hello. Let's chat.
Alexander firmly addresses the guards at the Castle of the Crown, determined to get an audience with Cosima.
Good day, guard dogs. I am Prince Alexander of Daventry, and I would like...
Prince Alexander of Daventry? He's the one, Wolf.
See here now. We've been warned about you. Wazir al-Hazred has issued strict orders that you're not to be allowed anywhere near the castle.
Me? But I haven't even met the Wizir.
Never mind your excuses. You're on our list of undesirables and will not be getting into the castle today or any day. Now off with you.
Okay, I'm gonna walk this way. Fine. I'm just gonna make my own door off to the side over here. So, let's finish our spell.
Alexander dips the large black feather into the teacup and stirs the contents gently. To his amazement, the jet black color of the feather slowly drains from end to tip into the teacup. The teacup mixture blackens and thickens to a paint-like consistency. Alexander carefully puts it away, discarding the drained feather.
Okay, so save again. Save, replace, replace. And then we are going to use the paintbrush.
To paint something, Alexander must first choose a location where he wants to paint. The paint can then be used on that location.
Oh, okay. That works.
Feeling artistically inspired, Alexander decides to make use of the large blank castle wall. Ah, a doorway. Just what Alexander was thinking this wall needed. The painter's brush now has residue from the magic paint left on the tip.
Just the tip. Okay. Spell time! The last one. Magic paint spell.
With trepidation, Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door. Magic paint, black as ink. Bring to life what I think. Make it real what I draw, according... The spell worked.
It cut
the
off.
door has magically solidified.
Okay, I think maybe because I just have the speed too high.
Eager to be inside
Sorry.
the castle at last, Alexander opens the enchanted door and steps inside.
Ta-da!
The magic paint door fades back into the wall. So much for an easy exit.
Okay, save again. Save. Place, place. And then I don't know which one we go into. Maybe this one?
Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside.
No, that's not right. This one? I think it was
Alexander
this one.
opens the...
Yeah, it's this one. There he is.
Mother? Mother, where are you?
What's the matter, little boy?
I'm lost. I can't find my mother.
Oh,
I don't know why she would just leave me here. I've been alone ever so long.
Okay.
Mother? Mother, where are you?
That's spooky.
You must be the son of the spirit I met in the realm of the dead. She gave me this handkerchief and asked me to tell you that she's waiting for you there.
And here's the spider.
It's Mama's. It even smells like her. I can feel her now. I know where to go.
Wait. Before you go, is there anything you can tell me about the castle?
I like to play in secret places. In the basement behind the Man of Steel is a door. Nobody except me knows it's there anymore. Farewell.
Alright, we did a good thing. Save. Replace, replace. And then we will go back out. Bye, spider.
There's nothing of interest on the castle floor.
Sorry. Oh, wait. Do we go talk to Jalo first?
Alexander decides to find out what's on the other side of that door.
Hi.
Prince Alexander, I can't believe it. How did you get into the castle?
Well, actually, it's a little hard to explain.
I bet. You run a terrible risk of being here, though. The castle is crawling with guard dogs, especially today. The Wazir will have your hide if he finds you.
Literally.
I know that, Jallo. But Cosima is being married today. What greater risk is there than that?
Of course you're right. Young love. I forgot what heartburn it is. But what are you supposed to do about it?
I've got to try to see her. Maybe even stop the wedding.
Is that all? And here I thought you would try something dangerous. Oh.
Don't worry about me, friend. Just tell me, where is Cosima?
As far as I know, she's still in her bedroom upstairs. You'd never make it up there, though. The guard dogs are everywhere, and they're very loyal to the crown. Unfortunately, right now the crown means Al-Hazred. If we had proof of something truly afoul, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. In fact, you'd almost think I wasn't welcome.
There's probably a good reason why so many wish to harm you. I believe the Wazir's genie has learned of your presence on the islands.
Tell me about this genie.
Al-Hazred brought the genie with him when he came to this kingdom. It is seldom the genie will take human life himself. Usually he is more of a trickster and a spy. But that doesn't mean he isn't dangerous. In fact, he is quite powerful. If, for example, we could get the genie's lamp, then you could master the genie. Al-Hazred and all our other problems would be solved.
Is that merely wishful thinking? Or do you have something in mind?
Well, I admit I have often daydreamed about owning that lamp. My fingers are nimble enough, and I could probably find a chance to steal it. Unfortunately, the theft would be detected immediately, and I happen to prefer my neck attached to my body.
If the theft were detected.
Exactly. So, I have also thought if I had a replica of the genie's lamp, an exact replica, I just might be able to... where would we get a replica of the genie's lamp? Dreaming's pleasant, but I'm afraid it won't help to stop the wedding. But for Cosima's sake, well, I wish you luck. I'll be here if you can think of anything I can do to help.
Thanks, Jallo.
Alright, guess what I got? Wait.
Alexander has obtained a new lamp made of blue-colored glass with a tall, thin neck and a cork-like cap.
Is this good enough?
I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica for the genie's lamp. I got this lamp from the old lamp seller in town. Do you think it will pass?
Why, yes! It's an exact replica. That's amazing. How did you guess?
I suppose it was intuition.
I'll have to wait for the right moment, mind you. But I should be able to get close enough to swap this for the real thing, and none shall be the wiser. Now you shall see Jallo's skill.
I'm sure your hands are mightier than my sword, my clever friend.
Go ahead and do as you've planned, and let me worry about swapping the lamp. If I accomplish the trickery, I'll manage to get the lamp to you somehow. You never fear.
I have faith, Jallo. You are a true friend.
Oh, shucks. I'd do anything for the princess.
Alright, cool. Save. Place. Place.
Alexander.
Okay. Alright, there's literally no benefit in following him. But that does show me where I'm supposed to go, I guess?
From the East Hall, Alexander hears the sounds of a door opening and a guard's footsteps trudging heavily down a flight of stairs.
Oh, nope.
Remembering what the little boy ghost said, Alexander experiments with the suit of armor. He pushes down, then pulls up on the knight's right arm. A secret passage.
Hurry, hurry, hurry!
Alexander hears the sound of voices coming from nearby.
Save. Place. Place. Let us see.
Alexander peers through the chink in the wall.
Captain, I've been hearing rumors from the guards who've been watching the princess. They say lately she's been pounding on her door and begging to be let out. Ain't none of my business, sir, but news like that is upsetting the other dogs. Ain't no guard in the castle who would willingly keep the princess anywhere she don't want to be.
Alhazred claims that a foreign intruder is here to assassinate her. That's why she's got to be kept under lock and key, right up until the wedding.
Call me an old dog that can't learn new tricks, but I say the princess should be the one given the orders.
Alhazred has been in charge for months, what with the king's death and Casima's mourning. Tonight, the wedding will seal it, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Oh.
Like him or not, he's our liege. Need I remind you of your oath to the crown?
Aye, we've an oath. For the sake of the princess, we'll not be forgetting it. He'd just better treat her well.
Speaking of the Wazir, what do you reckon he's keeping in that magical room of his?
It's not a magic room. It's just the door he's enchanted somehow. I say he's still got the royal treasury in there, along with whatever else he's so eager to protect. Not even the court treasurer is allowed in there anymore.
I heard him in the hall the other day. He was speaking of that door. Black magic is what I say. I heard him say, Ali, but then Bay came up and started yapping at me.
Enough! It is not our place to question the practices of our liege, no matter how strange. The wedding will be starting soon. Report to the throne room when you hear the music start.
Okay. No, I got it. Thank you. Okay. Save. Place. Place. You cannot save enough. Nope. Go up. Alexander has trouble with stairs. No, go up.
Phew, that was a climb. Alexander hears the faint sound of a woman crying nearby.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna, let's do this first. We'll see if it works out, and then I'll come back here. Because I feel like I'm not supposed to listen to that yet. Have I really, Okay.
Alexander hears the sound of scratching coming from the other side of the wall.
Because I think I'm supposed to be able to go back down the way I came.
Alexander looks through the chink in the wall.
Dear Shadrach, salutations from the Society of the Black Cloak, etc., etc. My long preparations are about to come to fruition. In a matter of minutes, I will wed the lovely Casima. Once I've established my power and my crown, I can stage another accident.
Messed up.
The princess has proven infuriatingly stubborn, as you know. She's becoming quite a dangerous little thorn in my side. In a way, it is a shame I have to kill her. She is lovely and would be amusing to keep around, but I can't risk her talking treason to one of the guards. So far, I've managed to keep her locked away, but I can't continue that forever. Well, on to it now. I'd send her to you, but as you know, I had no luck in doing so with Mordak. I close in triumph. King Abdul al-Hazred. And now to see to the final preparations. It's almost time for the wedding.
He's talking to himself. Weirdo.
The Wazir's words fill Alexander with blazing anger and fear for Casima's life.
That blackguard! That murderous swine! He'll not have his way if I have anything to say about it.
Okay.
Alexander sees lots of black cloaks.
Okay. Oh my god. You just crashed again, didn't you? Launch. So, oh, why does it keep crashing? Restore. I think I just saved, fortunately. Oh, I saved at the bottom. That's okay. Wait, hold on. I don't remember if...
Alexander takes another look through the chink in the wall.
Another look.
Captain Saladin has left, and the other two guard dogs are talking too quietly for Alexander to hear them.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I can handle that. No, you go upstairs. Wow.
Phew, that was a climb. Alexander hears the faint sound of a woman crying nearby.
Okay, let's try this again.
Alexander?
Okay.
Alexander looks through...
Dear Shadrach, in a matter of minutes... Once I... The prince... In a way. Well, on to it now. I'd send her to you, but as you know, I had no luck in doing so with Mordak. And now to see to the final preparation.
Okay, bye.
The Wazir's word.
That
Okay. Save again. Save. Replace. Replace. Okay.
Alexander sees lots of...
Please don't crash. There we go.
Alexander opens the ebony box and looks inside. Alexander can read the piece of paper without taking it.
Okay.
Inside the ebony box is a piece of paper with the word Zebu printed on it. A door leads into the hall. There's a keyhole in the door. Alexander peers through the keyhole. 2 guard dogs are patrolling the hallway outside the bedroom.
Okay. We'll get the piece of paper.
Alexander inserts the skeleton key in the trunk's lock and turns it. He hears a click. Alexander opens the trunk. Alexander picks up the most recent letter and examines it. The letter is addressed to Abdul al-Hazred from the wizard Shadrach. It reads, "Greetings to a brother of the Black Cloak. I was sorry to hear of great Mordak's death, though he was a bit of a ninny at chess. It seems the plans for that little kingdom of yours are coming along. I must congratulate you on your handling of the king and queen. Isolating the islands so that no protest could develop was another brilliant stroke. It looks like there's not much left to stand in your way. Do as I recommended with the girl, and you shall have your crown."
That fiend!
Save again. Replace. Replace. Okay guys, this is actually running kind of long, so I'm going to cut this one here. I will continue the rest of it tomorrow, but rest assured we will finish this game starting tomorrow, and then we will continue with King's Quest 7 the next day. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Comments are always welcome in the comment section below. Please consider donating to Extra Life. It's a great cause. All proceeds go to Children's Miracle Network. Hit that like button if you liked this video, and I hope to see you back for my next one. Thanks guys, bye!